Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about stacking Canadian silver. And it's not just maple leaves, there are a lot of different varieties out there, so please stay tuned.
Stacking Cat.
Hello YouTube, and welcome to the Stacking Kat channel, where I talk all things silver with a little bit of gold. And thank you so much for watching, I greatly do appreciate it. And if you could please subscribe, like, and leave a comment, that would be awesome. So as I said in the intro, I'm going to be talking about stacking Canadian silver. When you hear those words, Canadian silver, we usually always think about the maple leaf and the maple leaf first. Here's a beautiful 2020 example. These seem to always be on the top of everyone's list, as they should be. One of the better bullion coins out there, along with the American Silver Eagles, in my opinion. However, there is a lot more to Canadian silver than just the maple. And we will go over all of that as well, as we can break into a tube here. This is not a completed tube. I just really like that angle from the tube. It looks really cool. Kind of gets that little reflection. And you can see the security features, the little micro engraved mark, the little maple leaf mark down there in the bottom right hand corner, as well as the radial lines. Now these were added in 2014 as just that, as a security feature. And the Canadian maple leaf in general became available in 1988. It has had now 3 different designs of the queen on the front, on the obverse. However, the back, the reverse, has always been the classic maple leaf, the one that you see on the Canadian flag, and a symbol synonymous with the nation of Canada across the world. So the maple leaves, like I was just saying, are it. It's really Canada's #1 selling bullion coin. They mint somewhere around 30 million a year. However, the Royal Canadian Mint has not released any figures since, I believe 2016 or 2017. I do not know why that is. However, in 2018, they began a new technique to avoid what is called milk spotting. And I'll show you a couple of other Canadian coins that have milk spotting. It's a new mint shield technology that is supposed to eliminate all spotting. We'll see how that lasts in the future. Like I said, it's only been a few years since 2018. But I'll get into some other Canadian bullion coins as well as circulated silver, which I think are really worth stacking just because of their cost per average. Usually you'll find these at a real low price over spot compared to other mints like an American Silver Eagle, for example. Even during normal times, you'll pay maybe $1 or so more over spot. Now in 2018, they released their 30th anniversary maple leaf. Of course, 1988 to 2018. And in 2013, they released the 25th anniversary. I do not have that particular coin. However, it is worth quite a bit more money than this 30th anniversary, which usually goes for bullion price. So some of the other ones, though, in the 1 ounce variety, they come out with different series throughout the years. You could get them also in 1.5 ounce varieties, but a recent series that I collected and a very inexpensive series to collect and add to your stack was the Predator series. This is the Grizzly, which came out in 2018. This is a pretty popular one. As you can see, it's just the focus on the animal itself. But I wanted to talk to you about the milk spotting. As you can see on this cougar here, which is the first year this coin came out, or this series came out in 2016. You could see that white milky residue across the coin, and that is what is referred to as milk spotting, and really something that's unavoidable with a lot of these Royal Canadian minted bullion coins up until that time. And it is not a problem that is just limited to the Royal Canadian Mint. Austrian Philharmonics, A few others out there. Some Krugerrands have been known to milk spot as well. So it's probably more with just the silver minting process itself. You can see the little blotches there on this Royal Canadian Lynx. This is a 2017. And you can see all over the obverse there. So it's a little unfortunate. It takes away from the beauty of some of these coins. You know, there's a lot of detail that it went into this Predator series, as you could see. However, I mean, it's just something that we all have to live with, to deal with, if we're going to stack the silver. And if you're stacking it for silver weight, which a lot of times you probably should be doing, or at least I would recommend that, the condition's not going to matter too much on coins or even rounds like this. People will buy these back for what they are, more from what their collectability factor is. You know, if it's maybe like a Perth Mint Black Flag series, the Queen Anne's Revenge, and the Royal Fortune, if those were milk spotting, you'd probably lose quite a bit of value, as those have a high resale value on the secondary market. But with a lot of the Canadian mint stuff, not necessarily the case. Like, here's an example of a Voyager restrike, I guess you would have to call it. It came out in 2017, which was a common reverse they used on their dollars, their silver dollars. And I'll show you that in just a few minutes. Paying tribute to the First Nationers across Canada. So this image is synonymous with Canadian coinage, and you'll find it on a lot of different varieties of such. And so another very popular series was their Birds of Prey series. And here is a 2015 Great Horned Owl, and you can see the milk spotting all over it. So it's just a little bit unfortunate. These, like I said, these are really inexpensive coins or series to collect and stack. And I'm sure a lot of you watching these videos are aware of the milk spotting problem. Here's another series that they came out with here in 2020, the Canadian Goose, which is paying tribute to their 1967 silver dollar. Really an iconic image. And this is a 2-ounce coin. Now, I did not stack the 100th anniversary of the Royal Mounted Police, the Mounties, which actually have King George on the front, which is also 2 ounces. Nor did I stack the Kraken as of yet. That one seems to be a lot more available than this Goose does, or the Royal Mounted Police anniversary. Like the field has kind of that brushed silver field, I should say. It is 4/9 fine. All of the bullion is 4/9 fine. Now here's another really popular stackable item. It is the 10-ounce bar. And this has been really popular of late. Hard to find. It's back ordered on a lot of the bullion sites, and you'll have a difficult time, at least here in the United States, finding this at your local coin shop as well. And especially with coin shows shut down across most states right now. I was watching a few videos. I know Ohio had a little coin show. Of course, it wasn't to the normal capacity, so I'm not quite sure what they had there. But this has the added security benefit of being serialized, as you can see down below. And it has a bonus little security feature in the middle. The little maple leaf M that it makes is a proof M versus just the standard design. Also has that brushed silver in the field. Very popular. If you can get your hands on this, right now you might be paying a little bit over or higher over spot than you'd want to, but it could be worth it as long as you're not paying outrageous prices for it. Just a very popular item right now is that 10-ounce Royal Canadian Mint bar. So let's get into some of their older stuff. Here is the 100th anniversary of their Trans-Coastal Railway proof version. Now this is only 50% silver and weighs a little over 23 grams, so it comes out to only about 0.38 ounces of silver, actually. Really pretty coin. You know, you could generally find these for pretty cheap. You're not going to be paying too much just because the silver content isn't that high. However, they are collectible in some circles. The old portrait of the Queen there. You have the outline of Canada with a locomotive, 1981. So Canada came out with quite a few commemorative silver dollars around the late 70s, early 80s. And they were all proof-like. So let's get into some of the circulated stuff. So I have a little bit of the circulated silver. I haven't been able to stack too much of it. Here are the silver dollars, which are 80% silver and come out to 0.6 of an ounce. So a little less than the American junk silver. Here's that goose, as you can see from before. The 2-ouncer. Here is the Voyager. Same designs. And here's a nice one. Here's a 1958 British Columbia Centennial silver dollar, which celebrates the Northwest Coast First Nationers. A nice totem there. So yeah, all 80%. And here's some half dollars, the same thing, with the Canadian crest or shield. Royal Shield. And that's a Queen Elizabeth on the front. And here is a one with King George from 1950. Same thing. So those, like I said, they're also a dollar face of all the circulated silver comes out to 0.6 of an ounce of silver. So keep that in mind when you're kind of pricing how you're going to buy this stuff. You know, it's just like U.S. constitutional, really desirable in the sense of it is silver. It is put out by a well-respected mint, a highly valued mint, and it's going to be sold mainly for silver content, really affordable pieces of silver to stack in that regard. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it about Canadian silver. And if you'd like to see similar videos about all types of silver and a little bit of gold, then please subscribe and push that notification bell, smash that like button, and leave a comment. And until next time, this is the Stacking Cat.